Will you just
she did
breathe
great.
and have fun? You've done all the practice, so just let it go.
No, she performed very well.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah, that was not our issue. Our first game, the whole team missed every shot. We gave up a steal 3. That put us behind the 8 ball. The next game, the team we played against was Nina Roth. I mean, she's freaking skipped an Olympic
I know,
game.
right?
Mike's team.
And they went, no lie, 100% for the first one.
All right, welcome to Old Syne. It is Friday,
Yes.
April
Then we cut back into
25th.
it. Oh, hey there.
The mic'd up
Right.
feature
Good to
sheet
see
for
you.
tonight is Matt Sherry
Okay.
versus Tate Tobkin.
All right, I'm mic'd up, Laura, so no.
By popular demand, we put a poll out,
No pressure.
and Tate agreed to wear the microphone if there were 30 votes, and there were
knows
over
what color?
30 votes
Right.
for
Curling.
this game
Curling,
being
Michelle.
on the mic today. So,
Curling.
get ready for some
Curling,
awesome curling,
Laura.
and we
Steven.
will also scroll around to the rest of the games on the sheet. We have some
Yeah, he was
really good
stacking.
matchups.
Curling.
On sheet 1, it's Scott Meyer versus Tuskowski, Team Tuskowski. On sheet 2, it's Smaha versus Hansen. On sheet 3, we have Lenzini versus Bergman. So I expect a lot of awesome curling.
But I have this, Laura. Laura, I have this 3-year-old. I have a 3-year-old manicure.
Oh, very nice.
So that's a lot of flair.
Give me an
Curling
earpiece.
day thing's coming out.
Good curling.
Because I said F it, you know.
Curling.
Who won?
Don't know.
Featured sheet is Matt Sherry, Tate Tobkin.
Looks like us.
Okay. We've synced up.
It seems darker than usual
In the
in here. It's usually always seems so bright. I don't know why.
If you want to change it, you just have to go over to this side. And scroll to the sheet 1, for example.
Bring it into the house.
I don't see where sheet 3, so it's over here. Okay, so sheet 1, sheet 2. If you look at the houses, that's the overhead. Don't worry about the other stuff.
And there's an intro page, right?
Yeah, but that's just
We're narrow, so you can go if you
like
need
the
to.
intro, but I know.
Try to get it to the house.
So rocks are in play.
Try to get it over.
I'll go grab a drink until I.
Alrighty. This sweeps.
Come on in. Yeah, get on in.
It's a second event match between
Guards,
Matt
you'll
Sherry
go.
and Tate Topkin's team.
Yep, all the way hard, hard, hard.
First yellow rock of the match,
Good guess.
tossed by
That's
Beth
good guess.
Power.
All right, let's try drawing.
Looks like it's a guard.
Up, up. Alrighty.
Come on in.
Two really good corner guards.
Well, I'll give you a nice center. So.
Yeah. Opposite.
All right, John, how you doing?
Every day above ground is a good day, Matt.
Wow, that is very profound. All right, what have we got here? Who's got hammer? Kind of looks like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Looks like the
Lenzini
Whoa, whoa.
has hammer. Or not Lenzini, sorry. Matt
Go ahead,
Shearer.
finish it.
Lenzini is on.
All the way, all the way.
Is it one? No.
Beautiful.
3.
All right, see, let's drop. Just draw down to it. Yeah. Yep. Yep, as far as you can, guys. Got a good one.
Okay,
So if you
Red
wanna-
Rock number 3
So
coming.
here's the cool thing. If you wear these, you can hear
Really nice. Great shot.
what the skips are saying.
Perfect.
Beauty.
That way you don't talk over.
Got Spencer and Smaha over there. It's like, can't
Go
even
down
hear
to it.
myself.
Little
think.
bump is great.
Ladies and gentlemen, the technology here is
yeah.
incredible.
Yes, line.
If you wanted to, you could also flip this to green. So if you
Yes, hard.
this game, sorry, I got you. Backwards. It also has a
Yep,
mic
yep.
on
Let's
the
try to
other
split
side. So
these.
if you wanted to use this to talk, you could.
Take the shooter.
You just have to
That's fine.
green. Otherwise, use this.
All right, throw that
All right,
takeout
excellent.
weight you were last night.
So
Nice and
shaping
easy,
up
okay?
here. How's it looking?
Takeout. Let's hit this.
All the rocks look good.
Your takeout weight from
Yellow
last
City
night.
shot. Tate's not upset with that. I mean,
We're gonna
there's
hit
Red Rock
this.
sitting on top of the yellow in the 4-foot. That right now it's looking like a force, which is a good way to do it out of the gate. If he does a little hit, nose hit, tap back. could be
Yes,
sitting
yes,
shot
yes,
one,
yes,
two.
yes.
Sweepers are sweeping hard. Did he call? Maybe he just called for a draw in. This guy is over.
All right, just a little more. Good try.
Pretty good weight. I think the call was to try to hit nose and tap that yellow back. That would have. Weight was terrific. Just over curled on him.
Try to come over here.
Sweeping.
Just a draw.
Yes. Well, they tried, right? They needed it. So what team are you on, John, and how are you guys doing? Are you still in the first event, or are you going for second?
I am on Team Learner, and we found our way into the second event
Yep.
after a match last night that went down to the last shot. As always, I blame the officiating.
Yep.
Well, yes, right? Damn refs. By the way, there are no refs.
You're up,
It's
you're
all
up.
self-governed.
And there's the bell, and they're coming out fighting.
Nice shot.
All right, Laura, just
In
control.
this corner, we have.
I really didn't like any of
That's not in the spirit of curling, John. Come on. Oh.
I was like, he had this thing that like back line, tap it, like I don't. You're right.
Yep, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Vice stones away. I think Tate's trying for the same shot.
Up,
This is
up.
over curling again. Look at that. He's off of it. Hit the yellow.
Touch that.
Green back
All right.
over. Tap that
It can be very tricky in the first end to get a read on the ice.
Like back
particularly on
eight.
those side,
Speed.
Hit here and try to roll under a little bit.
in. Yes.
Separate
and coming
these.
across the center line.
Back forward, back
Rocks-
eight.
The rocks have settled down, certainly. We had shaved them, sanded them a couple of weeks ago, and they were curling quite a bit. But they're actually toned down now, running really good.
I saw a couple going to the parking lot right after they were sanded.
Yeah, right? Yeah, if you have a light handle, those freshly sanded stones catch it. All right, Stephen Coberly is away. This is a delicate shot again in
Whoa.
your first end. I think what he's trying to do is just unlock that red, keep his yellow stone on a good angle. He wants it to come across the center, ideally. Oh, so close.
And yet,
Is
Let's
red-
just tap
that's a red
this.
Shot, huh?
Red shot now.
Oh yeah.
Right on nose.
Unfortunate. That was
It's
just
like back
really
4.
Too much unlocking. Unlucky unlocking. Tate's gonna do a very similar thing. He wants to come across the top, unlock the back red, and hang that red stone on the inside half of the yellow. That way, if you ever try to come down and hit it, just the yellow pops out
Alrighty,
wide.
try it.
Wow, this is a little too heavy, a little too wide. It's not
think that's
curling
sitting
back.
anyway.
No. So here's a really good opportunity that if with drag effect, if you hit the
Like hack
yellow
weight.
on that inside,
We'll try to move this all the way back. If we
you'll
kind of hit
drag
that,
it
it's
past
okay.
the back yellow. Otherwise, you can just hit it hard and it'll double the yellow and red out if you hit nose. He's going with drag effect. You need to use the other broom. This looks like a board hackish board out of the game.
Yep.
It's more boardish hack, heavy hack.
Yes, hard.
Depends on
All
how
the
long
way.
this line is.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sweeping it hard.
It's over curling too. Oh my. Oh my. Not
And that one
quite
is.
enough.
they're
Now
all-
you kind of find that yellow, red
Well, I think I can throw
jam on the back yellow.
Touch tight, but probably need more broom either way.
like normal up.
How aggressive does Tate
I
want
can
to
lose
be?
both of these. So we just gotta hit this like
Technically,
here.
you could throw control
It's like
weight
normal
and
up.
double the yellows out.
Should come up some. All right.
Even like a perfectly made shot,
And
like I
sit
think
two
we're
at
still
least.
just sitting 1, but like with the possibility to get
But he
bigger.
would open up the 4-foot, and he doesn't have hammer, so
All right. It's gonna be like normal up.
I think the conservative play
No.
here
Like normal.
is
We're gonna try to lose both
jigger the
yellows.
angles a little bit. Actually, you don't even need to.
So it's
mess
gonna be
with
like
the
up
angles
Well,
weight.
it's like
Up
if
take
I
up
hit
weight.
and we're stacking 2
come
there, and
down
like even if this one's like kind of
ever
back 4-ish here,
Be
like
in the touch the
should always stay
top
lined up. But
4-foot. He's coming out with some weight on the
sorry,
center
just trying to
line.
make a slightly larger scoring area.
Control up. They're sweeping it. Has a tendency to overcurl
jeez.
on the center line. And this one didn't.
All right. That moved a lot.
You just want to promo,
Harm.
Stage shot.
That moved a lot.
or you just want to hit it?
Thing
Okay.
is now it's
Right here is great.
Matt can just come down, tap.
You just like
his
control.
up, and he's got to do that anyway. The question is how hard he can hit it.
Well, we could play down. We could play like back line and try to just get it there. So it squirts. Okay, like right here. It's been a little straighter than it was on Wednesday. Maybe an inch more.
How's your team?
Just
doing,
like
Matt?
hack weight.
We won our first game.
We're
and
gonna
then we
try
just
to run
lost
it
our
into the
last
red.
game. So 1-1.
Red shot
We're
right
heading
now.
to the third event.
I'm gonna hit about half of the rock on this side. A little less is okay too. Yep.
All right. What have they selected? Hack weight.
Really tight too.
Well,
So
you got the
Let's get rid of it. It's a useless
into
rock.
the skips mics. What did they say?
oh no.
Trouble making.
Oh, but
I don't
that,
like
they
that.
just
That's tough to get to.
it was looking good, and then it hit another one.
Looks like it's
That was just terribly thrown.
exiting
I
So.
don't mind getting another one in because he kind of does have. Well, that one's up there.
Right.
I just don't want to like
There's
leave
that
something
red
like
comes
here
into
and give
play.
him a
You see There's
double.
a red in the top 12.
I think maybe just the guard.
So if Tate got really, really aggressive here and doubled out the yellows,
Yeah.
I don't think that's the call.
seems to be calling for a guard.
Close on
That's
weight.
the
I think
smart
I don't think it
call.
was
Sitting
too.
shot. Why hurt yourself? It's the first end. Make the other team make
Alright.
shots.
Just the guard. Just the guard? Yeah, tight guard. What's
Tight guard.
is it slower?
Yeah, tight guard. 1-2.
Look at the draw. We could try to do it just with this
For a
red
guard?
too.
Maybe
Maybe
Okay.
not too much here.
If it's close,
Giving around and
you
giving
know.
around. But And it looks like he's hedging. He wants to cover the outside edge of the yellow. Certainly doesn't want to over curl and expose the yellow for Matt to come back and tap it. Just kind of hanging. He's got a long way to walk over. Oh, he's
He
gonna
doesn't
make
want to
it.
promote the yellow.
That's okay.
Tap bump. Is
That
Wanna try it
picked
again?
up a little
Harmless
then. Huh?
tap, but didn't guard it.
We might get a pat. We might
Boy,
get a
this
pat
is
there.
this
Well-
becomes very interesting.
I don't think they were. They said
Pretty much
70.
nose.
Or they timed that at 86.
So, like,
so I
similar
don't
weight
think they
and-
were.
Yeah.
You think
Spec
more
angles
it'll
don't
go, or you think
quite
that one
line
just
up
kind of
for
took off?
a nifty little
Okay,
double.
let's give us extra. If we just crotch it, give them one, right?
Again,
So-
this is just a
I don't think
tap
we're ever giving up more
to
than
get his
one
one.
here.
He might be playing for 2 here and risking giving up 1.
Same thing, but good.
How do you get 2?
They're just one. Our back yellow one is counting, so if that one goes, we're probably sitting shot rock though. Trying to hit the yellow on the nose now, and maybe we can get 2.
He's trying to hit the yellow on the nose, and maybe something good will happen, getting rid of that.
Yeah, he's throwing it with some weight. This isn't just like a simple tap.
Yeah, it's hard.
This is
Wait,
certainly a run
might-
back. Like he just
might
wants
get
to
2
make
here.
sure he holds.
But over curls a little bit. It's gonna be close for getting us 2.
He did manage to get rid of the red.
Good sweeps, ladies.
Scores his one, it
He
looks
got
like.
his 1. Couldn't make his shooter stick. The one back.
It's a good try.
Yep. Bold effort. Nothing lost.
Right? Actually, everything gained. He was in.
Good shot.
Held serve.
Thanks.
You're like another half inch of curl to
Trying to get that
of,
2.
of giving us 2.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I was like, well,
But you hit it about the only place you could hit it, they get 1.
Well, they're the first sheet that's
Good
done.
shot.
You want to do a quick circle around, see what's happening on some of the
Come
other
on in.
sheets? Sure. So on sheet 1, you've got Scott Meyer and Skowski, Team Tuskowski. It looks like Scott's sitting 1.
yep.
He's got hammer.
Lots of room.
Scott was the betting favorite in the.
Or at
Just
least
a little
the
sit
popular
outside,
pick.
Beth.
Yeah.
Just set it out there.
Of course, he made the team, so I think that might have a little bit of a biased influence there.
Or may have at least influenced the
Drying.
That one ticked over. So Scott gets 1. Oh, let's see, Smaha Hansen, and Smaha
Yes, yes, hard.
is sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, he's sitting 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, maybe 3. Certainly 3 now. Or no, he gave up 3. Hansen, Team Hansen.
Up, up.
All right, steal a 3 to start that. Ooh, crazy.
All right, really nice.
That's always
Crash just,
dispiriting.
yeah, scored
Right
4
here.
in the first.
Come on in
If
again.
you're gonna give up a big end, give it up in the
Right at the
first.
beginning. Yep.
Exactly. There's plenty of time to come back. Try not to give up 4 in the 5th. All right, swinging back
Or
to
5
sheet
in the
4.
fourth.
Oh, we're 5 in the 4th. That is our.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's deep strategy advice here. Immediately
Yeah, all the way.
back on our featured defense.
Whoa, whoa. Okay.
Lead stones.
Honesty.
Oh no, this one didn't quite get over.
What'll that
right.
get you? Burnt stone.
Neil D'Souza throwing his second stone again.
Yes. Yep.
Is that that's
Up. All right. Good try.
Tobkin. It's not. alternative.
Apologies, sports fans. We have a sub on team as lead. We'll try to get an ID on that as soon as the DNA tests come back.
I think I just saw this one.
Just a little
Power
heavy.
sweep.
Woo!
All right, Steve, let's just try and like T-weight.
Tate's calling for T-weight.
He just wants to lob some rocks in.
A lot of room right now.
Covering the yellow, even though I think yellow is shot.
Yep.
Red's
Light.
boss. Yeah.
Looks a lot like
All right, up.
Right.
Just leave it.
Just get it over and up, and no.
Yeah,
The
about
slow
under
walk
an
to, yeah. Pay the pig.
Same shot.
That's something that we don't emphasize, but yeah, you need to pay $1 every time you throw a hog to the pig. Part of the end of the year, as I've heard, is that you open up the pig and see how much money.
Yes, line. Yep.
Showtech shot
Up.
coming in. It looks like it's
Just wanted to make sure we didn't get those.
take off the red.
That'll work.
Very nice.
Yeah, behind T, but sitting shot 2. It's kind of a wall that's starting to be created back there.
Yep. Up.
This has better weight.
Yep. All right, that's good. Great weight call.
Right on top of it. Tapping's okay.
So that was a pretty nice shot by Steve Nolan.
If you're the sort that likes shot that end on the button throws into an opposing rock, and many of us are.
Totally coming in.
Got room.
And the inside, notice, because if you hit that yellow, that red, it'll probably kick over to the other yellow. So Matt Sherry is electing to try to freeze down.
Just let it sit
kind
where it
of
lies.
Jigger the angles a little bit.
Too much room. Good throw.
Other side. Now there is officially a wall of yellow. So just put it right on top of the red. Yeah. That is the shot. And right now it takes two stones to get rid of the red, but if you do hit nose for yellow, you can sit shot. So put another one right on
Yep.
top. Oh, this one
Up.
is it hanging wide? No, it's just not going to curl enough,
Yep.
but it'll be another stone on top of all the yellows.
Alrighty, that works great. Good sweeps, guys.
Now the really crazy thing is there's a red wall too. There's a yellow wall, then there's a red wall, and then there's the T line.
Which wall would you rather have at this point, Matt?
Man, if it all depends on if Coverly makes this shot. If he makes this shot, I definitely like I favor the yellows. Just a little bit of if you can bump that red back just a hair, be on the nose or a little, call it low side of the nose. It's looking pretty good.
Yep, go ahead.
Better sweep. No, it's looking great.
All right, you're up. You're up.
Very nice shot.
Don't want to bounce too much.
Keep curling.
Good throw.
It's a good shot.
And you shot rock.
We can look over on the overhead. See if
It's right on the button.
yeah, yellow is definitely shot.
We gotta tap this just a little,
A great one.
just like back 8.
I think Tate has to kind of bump it back.
Fire it into a crowd.
Yeah, not too hard. Just where you touch this stone is the most important. Like you want to be on nose at least.
As in so many
Yes!
things, where you touch
Hard!
is most important.
Right? In order to get the response you want. This is looking pretty good. What a great
All right,
shot.
really nice.
Nice soft tap.
You're
on
like
the
just
nose.
trying to come here.
I don't know if
And then if I'm just short kind of here and make it hard on him.
Yellow's still shot.
Yellow's still shot, but red is boss rock. Kind of, it's
It's
very
left, I
easy
think.
to promote that red.
Just
into
a little
shot.
straighter than it was on Wednesday.
So that would, and it's in a good spot.
What were you aiming for?
Red has that.
Red does
What were you
have
thinking?
hammer.
Like
You
80?
could pick it out, but the problem is then you're just, you've got a pocket there that Tate can even go right down.
I want to draw right to the button, but if I'm a little short, that's okay. You guys have a time you like it all?
Ideally, if Matt can kind of draw into that
I'll
pocket,
throw
Perfect
80, let
shot.
you ladies drag it.
'Cause we
'cause
needed,
I'd rather be light than heavy.
Yeah, get that red out of the way. So that yellow
or
was never
freeze
going
to the
anywhere
outside
before
corner
that, so
of
it's
the
perfect.
red in the top 4 foot. That would improve his angles.
Now there's at least room to
Be able to knock it out. on the
tap
next
that one and get a couple
Tate's got hammer though.
scores here.
Good curling.
Yep,
and
all the way.
These skips are experienced.
3-4.
Putting
2-3.
pressure on each other and kind of just duking it out. Keep
Sorry,
on
ladies.
going.
Great sweeps.
Not bad.
That's fine.
Maybe was he calling
You
the
get
guard the whole time?
a round of this, kind of like the same weight you just threw. Just try to get the nose
Two
of
lights
this.
on.
Good spot there.
I suck at timing from down here, but for whatever
Yeah, we just gotta
it's
kind of
like
make contact with this. Just to,
For how much the rocks are curling.
yeah, I think
It's
that.
kind of
Yeah,
like
back
I'm
eight.
guard.
All right.
happy with the
Not
guard.
an easy shot either.
We're still shot, right?
Tate just needs to come down. I think he'd love to get to nose
Similar to Laura, so like back 8.
on that red, back 4-ish weight.
What is T weight, you think?
Tap the yellow back.
Yeah, red into the yellow, and if you could ever tap
Alright.
that yellow further back, you'd be sitting too.
Yeah, I'm looking more at, I need to bump it, so my red, like, so back 8, so 55, 60. All
Ideal
right.
shot.
Yeah, can't hit it far enough to set 3.
Yep.
Rocks away. Sweepers are sweeping it.
Up.
Looks close. It needs to curl. Oh, it's by the guard. This is gonna be good for one.
All right.
You think coming just here?
It's all right. Shoot.
Now it's interesting. Do you draw
And
down?
if I'm short, it's
I-
that.
Yeah.
Overhead. See,
That's fine. Come up with
looks like red is shot 1.
Well, I didn't want to.
Just a touch less.
It's a lonely yellow.
1-3.
So is I did not mind your sweep ball at all.
Yep.
So if you're
Now we
yellow,
can be
you
a little
just
heavy.
freeze down to the
Yeah, you
try to
come
nudge
right.
the shot rock out.
Not sure we could get shot rock, but we can make it so they can't get you.
Right, then there's just no way that.
All right, so if he makes
that,
a
Tate's gonna take more than one. If you're a little lucky and it
Okay.
overcurls, you
I
said
have
that
some
you might
options
get around. That's
to
the
bump them out.
I don't know, it's
75, that
curling
sounds
enough that you can get enough weight and tap that red. If you were really adventurous, you might throw hack and try to whip off of that red that's in the top 4, kind of like a mini little double, and squirt into the pocket.
Whoa, it's got a curl.
Looks like there's some mustard on this.
Down to
Didn't get to the pocket, but it did get to the red.
oh, if Tate can ever hit like nose on that yellow,
Yeah, he did.
could get
He could get 3.
4.
A little too much.
Yeah, possible. did not
You
look
can- you
like
can-
one that was going to
Yeah,
shape up
you
as
can
a
actually
four.
hit it really hard.
I just don't want to crotch it. And,
Five.
yeah, I think that was the play. So I don't want to like
It's a
crotch this
little
and bump
heavy
us
and-
here, then they score.
Although that's a
that what?
very
Same weight I just
it's
threw.
a technical port. With you have to get around
Just
the
a hair more.
So that's probably back gauge.
Same weight.
Yeah, I mean,
Just too much.
this is the lower risk shot. Like the perfect shot is right in the right on the nose of the yellow.
All
right, Steve, same weight I just
A
threw.
lot could go wrong.
It might be tough
So
to.
this is a smart play.
I think we might
for
always outcount the 7.
2, maybe 3. If you can kind of,
Like just jam
you
on
got to
the
hit
head.
the red at least half
But we'll
the
see.
stone on the outside, the high
Depends
side.
where.
Got plenty of room. This is just going to be hackish weight. Doesn't need to crush
Yep,
it.
yep, yep. Up.
Big swing coming early in this.
Does it curl enough, or did they sweep it off? Oh,
Alright. It's not curling like it was last
swept
night.
the curl off of it.
So looks like a 1.
Yep, looked like a little bit of a wide broom, but
Like we couldn't hold
it's still
anything.
early in the game.
driving
They're
across the
still
center line
figuring
last
out the
night.
ice. We don't get to practice before the game.
play last night or
like they do in the
Wednesday?
professional league, so at the high level.
like
Well, they keep saying that. Like, you guys played it?
No, it's like
I feel like I was just here.
I keep thinking it's Saturday.
But yeah, I would keep telling
I think-
Steve that
think
too. I was
I-
like, it's not curling as much. Like, we need to take it in.
No, yeah.
All right,
Try it.
how is everything going? So it is cool. We do have a little bit of a setup. Not only do we have the mic where we can do the commentary, but we have some headphones
Line's close.
that you can listen to the skips calling the game out on the ice, and we can co-commentate.
All right, really nice, Danny.
Yeah, that was a good
Perfect.
shot.
Don't do it. Little
Guard.
bump's okay.
Guard was the call, but you always have some strategy decisions to make in Old Lang Syne. When a
Yep.
rock's in the house, do you hit it or do you come down to it?
Yes, line.
I think if you look at a lot of the games and the winning games, they seem to be having a common strategy,
Yep, all the way.
lobbing rocks into
Little
the
bit, as much
house.
bump as you can get.
And this is great. Great result.
throw.
You know, anytime you push your opponent's
Same
stone
shot you threw.
behind
Come right here.
the tee line, it creates backing for your future shots.
Yep, throw our stone.
A little bit of a mix-up at the front end. Color stone. Better to get it right before you let it go. Otherwise, it's the long walk of shame to bring your stone down to replace it. An aggressive slide out. I think the weight's all there. The
How much
sweepers-
more? Line's okay if we come over.
Needs to curl. Don't know that it's going to get there.
All right, that's fine, Danny.
Boy, and it didn't catch a little piece of the
Just
red.
a touch less. Same shot.
All right.
Looks like more.
Rocks away. He's calling for a
Trying to run
similar
it, trying to get the
shot.
nose.
He's coming in nice. Like, this is good. They may split it, push it back.
That'll work.
Just a titch heavy.
It's just
Line
drawing.
was terrific. Yeah, Tate wants to draw it in. Little light puts it right on the yellow, which is good. Steve's really made great strides this year. He's been playing a lot of the doubles, which gives you a great feel for draws and how to play angles and touch shots like this.
Up.
Crosses T, or crosses the center line, and look at it just dive over.
All right, good shot.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Wednesday night, Steve was
Just hack weight.
on fire with his takeout, so I was like, oh, I just play this game. And then he is. And then that didn't end up working out. He had this nice control weight, everything was coming back, and then he started throwing just everything a little heavier,
You're like, no.
kind of pushing everything just a little wider.
Yep. Yep. Up.
All right. Is this gonna over? Is it over curling? Yeah, just lost the line. It can happen as soon as you go over center. Look at this though, tucked in nicely,
Nothing wrong
Shot
with a
rock.
lucky bounce now and then.
right?
Let's just tap this up. T-weight.
Again, good to be patient here. You don't need to be shy. Just that red's in a really controlled position. Ideally, you just want to tap on the top and improve your angles. Like if you were just even to wire it so that
Yes.
touch the redstone, it drives it into the yellow.
Really hard.
That's a golden shot.
What do you mean by wire it, Matt?
Wired is when you have two stones that are locked.
All right.
Good enough.
And wired
Good sweeps.
may be locked in a position
Meaning
where if you
touching
touch,
each
it's aiming right at your opponent's stone. So they're wired together.
Lighter's
on
better.
Just a little heavy and outside, maybe not even outside, but that heavy, it just caused it to hold the line and kind of run out of the house.
Okay.
Are you guys getting less
Lots of
curl
room. We're going
than the other
straight jaw.
Yeah, but it's quicker.
Okay.
Yeah, ours is
Try to
not-
come back to this. We'll see if it
It's
curls.
like good curl, just not the crazy, yeah.
Tate's out there trying
Yeah,
to
go
talk
ahead.
to Linzini and get some
You're
ice
up, you're up,
reading.
you're up. Sorry. All right, nice shot.
All right. I mean, this is
Just T-weight, Laura.
Some more catches back there.
it. Just wants a little bit of a tap.
Okay.
Rocks away.
Okay, I'll call
Looks
him
a
jaw.
little fast. A little wide. Will it come back? I don't think it's going to come back.
It's trying a little bit. Probably not. Quite what
Tap
they
on
had
the
in mind.
back.
Alrighty.
Same thing. Light's okay.
Okay. So we'll go see if there's any commentary out in the chat. Doesn't look like any. Let's see here. All right. Well, thank you out there. We
Yeah, go ahead.
appreciate it.
Yep.
We need a little Howard Cosell.
As far as you can drag it. As far as you can go. As far as you
Well,
can go.
as you know, I've been dead for a number of years, Matt.
All right, you're up.
but that doesn't keep me away from a big curling
Good eyes,
match,
good sweeps, good
especially a
calls.
second
Shut-
event
I like that a lot.
I
in
don't.
Auld, so.
So this is a good angle. It's where it kind of turns into a little bit of a doubles game. Certainly want to manage your weight here.
Yep.
You weight
Yep.
your line. You absolutely would just love to touch that
Yeah,
yellow.
hard. Up. we'll get by maybe.
Looks pretty good.
It did touch.
All right, that's okay.
It's a good result. It makes this sketchy. I almost think you have to hit.
Wider's better. If we
hit
just
that
kind of
red.
take that off, it's good.
Slash it through. There's a natural double. If you hit half of that red, you get the double, you'll sit 4. You will have a yellow for backing that Tay could freeze to, but that's a heck of a shot.
Yep.
The only downside of tapping this yellow back and sitting 2, which is
Hard all the way.
a great call, especially if you can make it, is that red's
Hard,
still
hard, hard,
there
all the way, all the way, all the
for
way.
Tate to kind of run it back in. And you've just
Great shot.
created a catcher. Nope. Not to sit
I didn't know what
2.
else to do because I didn't play with the red one really.
I don't hate this.
Yeah, Nate, Tate
Right on
can
nose.
hit nose and get a triple here.
No, like we almost got second shot.
The only risk
Should
is
almost
hanging
give
out
me more
and
room
doing
because I was
that.
like, if we thin it even and just kind of
Maybe we can
onto
just-
the red.
Yeah. Just T-weight.
The triple is there. It's a you
I don't
just
think we're
hit
third or fourth. Really.
normal
Just T-weight,
little
just
low
bump us
side. You
to
get
the
a
button.
I
roll
didn't
on
dig
top,
into it. I wasn't
and
thinking about it.
you could be sitting
I was just thinking,
3
like,
red.
This, this, and we would hit and kind of sit there, and then he does something maybe we can connect to it.
But
Just
this
look for
is
the
not
1 or 2
the wrong call.
at this point.
You don't have
Maybe it's a
hammer,
touch more.
So
Well, I'm wondering, do we
if you
just
can
hit
do
it
the tap
hard
back
and
right
get it
now, have 2 reds in the 4-foot sitting shot 1. That's
Right.
that's going to put pressure on the opponent.
He's just trying to tap his red in the shot.
But there are an awful lot of yellows parking there, so this has got to curl. It's looking close. He may have just like sliced it through himself. I think the overhead red will be
Did I just
shot,
hit this?
but
73, so 80.
close. Red is shot,
Picked up a little more
Right.
of the yellow.
Yep.
but you give Sherry the same
Yeah, and even
shot
if we lose that, we're
back.
just sitting
That
here
much
and
too
we're in the
heavy.
line of 3, and he has this tap always, but yep.
We got just we're got stuff in position. So it wasn't too far off, I guess. It just
Kind of depending on where he
Hit the
goes.
yellow rock.
Stone's curling 5 feet consistently.
Should get to the red and we should be shot rock afterwards, but we'll see if I can make it do something different.
I mean,
If
it's
he
a
could
good curl,
hit
it's just
half a
not-
yellow
Control.
rock, he could actually squirt in side of the red and be sitting 3. So I would not mind that. You don't want it to like, sweep it hard. Like, the downside with nose is this.
Yeah, I think we have to. I wouldn't mind just parking it right on here. I want to shoot it through the gap again.
Well,
I think the same broom, almost the exact same shot.
Should we go around the houses real quick?
check those out of town
See
scoreboards.
sheet 1.
About the exact same
Looks
shot.
like Tiskowski is sitting
nose
1 with
on our
hammer
red is
in the
happening
third.
like that.
Down 2-0.
Down 2-0.
Or if I just massively overcurl my
Wow,
rolls better.
this is
So I think
crazy.
80
Team
is the number.
Hansen
Yeah.
7-0.
If that were a fight, they'd have to stop it.
But
But I was like, just hit the yellow.
Small
It
city
should hit the
two.
red and we should at least be 1. Yes. But I'm happy with what it is.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa.
all right, let's get back to sheet 4. Taste Rock is away. It needs to curl again. Wow. Although it's shot.
Let's put it here and see if I can hit it out that way.
It is.
It is
So
hard.
Just here and see if I can get the inside.
Took forever to start coming, and then
This is almost where you got to hit the red and double it out that way. He's trying to hit that.
let's see.
I guess there's not much of a problem because if
Trying
he hits what he sees,
I just
it'll
try
just
to,
Is it
jam
time to
on
throw
the
this?
yellow and
yeah, I think that's
shot
a better
red.
call for him.
All right,
Just for 2.
head over to sheet 3. What's happening there?
It's 2 instead
Again,
of 1.
we're in the
Yeah, that's
third
the shot
end.
for 2. All right,
And right now, Lanzini's
And this
up.
stays.
He does not have hammer.
Let's throw
His
that one.
last stone.
Yeah, let's throw this
And
one.
it looks like the carry, playing Crash Bergman.
Well, and
sitting one.
conspicuously missing.
If he hits the red on nose, or red.
I
Yes.
don't want to throw the other one, but we're just hitting the red. He just threw it, just promoted. That shot.
All right, back on sheet 4. Oh, Smaha.
Brad's pretty loud.
Just did pick out that
Yeah,
red
yeah,
stone.
Spencer,
Sit
Smaha, and Brad.
3.
Pretty loud.
Well, I might get it anyway.
No, not quite. Oh. So steal of 1 for Team Token. Let's go over to sheet 3. What happened there? Wow, what a great shot. Putting some pressure.
I like that call better for you, the double.
The double.
Not too
I was like,
much
I
of
think
a...
it's just as makeable.
Yeah. And it was, if you made it, it's automatic.
See how it skips now. Just FYI, you can mute them. Now you're not picking anything up from them.
This two, and I was like, there might be a
then
weird
you
way
can-
that like the other red kind of kicks off too. Maybe it's 3, but I don't think that ever
All
really
right,
happens.
bring it in the house. Top 4.
The idea being that if you go to different sheets, weird crossover. All right, let's see. I'm gonna mute the skips on sheet 4, so we'll just talk about sheet 3. Gary Harmon with hammer on his last one, throwing it. I don't think he can hurt himself, even if he's a little wide here. Jams the red. He might be able to spin it out and still be 1. Heavy draw. He gets it. Looks like he's got 1.
Right.
If it's enough weight, 2. He's got his 1.
2. No, 1. Looks like 1.
Looks like 1.
Which I'm sure he'll be happy to take.
Yeah, absolutely. In this situation, Smaha attempting to come back here a little bit. All he has to do is draw in for 3. Start to close this gap.
We saw a match on Wednesday night that was 6-0 after 3 ends and was 6-6 after 7 ends.
Yeah. Anything can happen. This is Old Anxiety. Come on. All right. This is Scott's last without hammer. He's going to definitely try to go for the double. At least get one of these reds out. Rocks away. Sweepers like the weight. Vice likes the call. Now they got him on it. Off. On. It's holding. Do they have it? Do they have it? Keep on sweeping hard. Oh no. Oh no. Got a little tick. Kick the red over. Now got a shot for a draw into the full 8 foot 4-3. Does have backing, so he can be a little heavy. We'll see if he makes this, and then we'll get back to our featured sheet on sheet 4.
Well, we promise you nothing interesting is happening in the meantime.
Yellow. Here, I will turn this back over to you.
Shots away for Team Tuskowski, trying to draw one in to make 3 and take the lead. And it looks like it's good for 3, and we have a lead change on sheet 1. Tuskowski 3, Meyer 2.
I'll get you back to sheet 4, and then I'm going to go grab some food.
All right, back on sheet 4. Team Sherry with hammer. Throwing their 3rd stone of the end, I believe. Sets up as a guard. Steve Nolan files the 4th red rock of the end. It looks like it's heading for the warm room. Over on sheet 2, Team Smaha came up with 3 in the 3rd end to pull to within 7-3 and start to make a match out of it. Matt Sherry's team puts another yellow rock in the house to sit 3. And stone from Team Tobkin takes out their own guard, enable some opening of fire later on the yellows. And that appears to be calling for a tap from Stephen Coverley. Might as well keep filling the house at this point, I guess. Here it comes. No sweeping. Nope. Now we're getting some. That was exactly the shot that Matt called for. Put it in the house. Promoted one of their other rocks into the 4-foot. And it is now a, if nothing else, it's a target-rich environment for Team Tobkin. Laura Jensen fires away. knocks off her own guard, but does take 1 yellow out of play. Leaves 3 yellows in the house. And Stephen Coverley will try to put things back the way they were. It's going to be yet another yellow rock in the house. Yellow has hammer and 4 in the house. Dangerous situation. One tape with lots to shoot at. How many can you take out here? Well, here it comes. Looks like control weight at least, and they're sweeping away. It's 1, 2, managed to move 3 rocks, and got Laura to trip over the 4th yellow. She replaces it right back to the floor. So, 2 removed, 1 moved, 1 tripped over. Speaking of trips, we'd like to thank our fake sponsor, Snyder's LSD. When you want to go to the best places. And especially, we'd like to thank our real sponsors, including Up Down Cigar, whose house we're seeing in play right now. Tate's first stone. Notes the red a little, but not enough to make it first or second shot, I don't think. Tate's got 1 stone left to try to limit what could have been some real damage.
Yeah, it's in Lafayette.
Tate's last rock, coming in gently, knocks the yellow back. Not sure that's what he had in mind, but at least it's not currently scored. Yellow looks to be sitting 2. That's Matt Sherry, and it looks like he has a chance to draw for 3. I suppose there could be a very adventurous play there to try to get rid of the red in the 8th foot, but hard to see how he makes that work without knocking some of his own out. But it's possible. Is he going for it? Let's see. Looks like it's a nice straightforward draw attempt to 3. And it got pretty far outside. Overly hops out to join the sweepers to try to pull it in. I don't think it's going to make it, and that's going to be 2 yellow, I believe, which will put Team Sherry in the lead, 3-2. Fourth end is wrapping up on the other sheets. Let's take a look at sheet 3. Team Bergman is being skipped by Gary Harmon today. Syne currently sitting 2.
They have a very strong volunteer system. It just takes somebody.
This is the last rock for Team Bergman / Harmon. And I think yellow is still sitting 2. So yellow has a chance to draw for 3. Back to our feature match on sheet 4. I'll let you know what happened on 3. Started out with 2 fairly high guards, 1 for each team. Fourth end score is here to be posted on the scoreboard, but it is 3-2 yellow. That's Matt Sherry. So red has him. Looks like that red is going straight back to the hack. A little too much. Here comes the skip rock, the hammer rock on sheet 3, trying to make a 3rd point. Can they do it? It's got a chance. It's coming in, has a little backing, and that looks like bang, 3. Three for Team Lenzini. That gets them back into a match. They were down 5-1. That's now 5-4. action starting now in our feature match. Looks like it's just short of the button by enough to not be shot. Sotak shot his way. The yellow team, Team Sherry. He's curling in there, sweeping. And it's coming in very nicely indeed. Touching the button. Team Sherry sitting at 2. Team Tobkin with hammer will have a lot to say about that. Plenty of stones to come.
My biggest concern though is just like, oh, it's so deep, like he gets drawn. I thought
This one is at some risk of saying, I'm going to promote the yellow into the house. Does, although yellow is still sitting 2. Letting it fly. Probably difficult to do terribly much about that red stone. And he's just going to put up settle for a high guard and be happy with sitting 2. More Jansen now.
I think I've said, do you prefer Saturday?
I think it's fine.
He's trying to slide by the red guard and do a little bit of damage. And it missed. Close but no cigar, and thanks again to our sponsor, Up Down Cigar. Established 1962. Stephen Coberly lets it fly. And that is not going to get around the red guard. What's going to happen here? Well, no harm done. Yellow is putting up a real picket fence ahead of its 2 scoring rocks, although there is a narrow port there for red to try to do a promote run back. Is that what they're going to try? Looks like it. That's an awfully tough shot. And it just takes out one of the yellow guards. Looked like she was trying to run the red guard back into the red in the forefoot and try to knock one of the yellows back. Over on sheet 2, Team Smaha continued its comeback effort with 2 more on a steal in the 5th. What was a 7-0 match after 2 is 7-5 after 4. Team Scott Meyer has just posted a deuce over on sheet 1 to take a 4-3 lead over Team Tuskowski. Back over on sheet 4, Matt Cherry's shot is coming in. It's gonna try to join the crowd in the red circle. Doesn't quite make it to be a scorer. Does gum things up even more as Team Tobkin tries to figure out how to avoid a steal here.
No, I was just kind of like sliding on my knee and I was like, oh, here's her head. Like, her head was in my lap. I don't know how I did it.
Here comes Tobkin with his team's 7th rock at the end. He's first. He's got a lot to deal with down there. Looks like he's trying to knock his red guard in, and he missed. Close, but no cigar. They're always cigars. Cigar sponsor Up Down Cigar in Chicago. Matt Cherry getting ready to throw his final rock of the end. Just like what he sees down there. Well, he just wants to add to the heartburn for Team Tobkin. How's he going to do it? Let's just try to draw, maybe bump his yellow inside of the red, but nope, he too goes close but no cigar. So yellow sits 2. A few different ways Tobkin can try to approach this. They're probably all involved, starting out by hitting the yellow rock that's just on the edge of the forefoot. He's going wide on the other side. Once again, he's trying to knock his red into the middle, and he did. Cut him down to 1. Okay, so that makes it a 5-2 match in favor of the yellow team. Team Sherry 5, Team Tobkin 2. Tobkin maintains hammer.
All right, John, how's it going?
Well, we just had a steal.
Just had a steal?
And
Oh, how
we,
exciting.
It could have been a lot. It was a steal of 1. It could have been more. A nice shot by Tate. Fired a red stone that was sitting pretty far out into a crowd of yellows and came away with.
So Sherry's up 2, going into the 6th then. Gotcha. Looks like some of the other games are tightening on the ice. They started out with some blowouts, but
not anymore.
Not
I said it
anymore.
was 5-2. Of course, it's only 4-2. My fault.
Is it? Yes, 4-2 on
That
sheet
was
4.
right.
So Scott, Skowski, Team Meyer, Team Skowski. It is
4-3 Meyer.
5th.
And what was 7-0 is now 7-5 in favor of Team Hansen over
Let's
Team
look at sheet
Smaha.
2. Yeah. Yeah, this is a comeback for the ages. And well, it still looks like Hansen's sitting 1 here, so could be getting his mojo back. And Z's been able to recover from giving up 4 in the first, 5-4 in the 5th. Gary has hammer and sitting shot. All right, so good curling coming on. It's going to shape up for a tough second half. Really nice come around there. Showing a little bit of the stone, half of it, but it's in a good spot.
Yep. Right on the tee line. Somewhat covered.
They say you can't lose an end with lead rocks, but you can certainly win an end with lead stones.
At least set yourself up to win.
Hey, great lead shots make the end so much easier. This is a pretty nifty lead shot. That's just terrific. It's going to put pressure the whole rest of the end. Now yellow is shot, but very vulnerable right now.
Very removable. Right, they're going to try to come around the other side and make him deal with 2 different rocks. That one's coming
I
up
think
short.
he's trying to throw a guard here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Looks like it's just over curling a little. It's not in a horrible spot. That's just it over curled the hair, but that's a good stone. Like the depth.
Looks like the fifth end is over on sheet 3. We'll try to get you a scoring update there as soon as it's posted. And it's going up right now, and that was this 1-pointer for Team Bergman to make the score 6-4 Bergman over Lenzini.
Well, Bergman, right? He's subbing for Crash.
Right.
Yes. Well, that's getting even more interesting for both red and yellow here on sheet 4. It's a good stone, overcurled a little bit. I think they wanted a little bit more weight on it, but that yellow stone's getting awfully lonely. Now this will be interesting. Will Tate throw the peel here? Wow, this is interesting too. See how those yellows are wired, and if you hit it, it points and will hit across the top on the red. Depending on the angle, it's hard to see from the cameras. It could actually run it straight down. So it's almost an easy make. You just have to throw normal weight, hit nose on the yellow, and you're going to pick out the yellow on the forefoot.
Things would have to go really well. It could.
It's
there.
Not so much. It's like it actually is easier than you think, depending on how well they're lined up on that red. Camera's lined. I think it goes over the top, but
it's not going to hit the nose anyway. It's going into the red.
That hurts. Well, wow.
Would have been a very hard,
Certainly changes
shot
the angles
to make if you were trying to.
Yeah. I mean, the opportunity now is if you get really aggressive, Sherry, you could hit nose on the red and double him out. Again, he doesn't have to. The objective is not necessarily to be shot here. Just again, defend and force Tate to one. It's a good call. Control the center of the house, center top. They like this. They're sweeping it. Looks a little heavy though by eye.
Wow, tucked it right in there. It's pretty vulnerable, but it is shot.
A good shot here changes the end. That was a good shot. It puts pressure. Team Tobkin has to make it. Like, kudos to the sweepers. They swept it really nice. Good line. I bet you Tate has in the back of his head that red driving on the side. Not anymore.
Or Jensen sent the shot rock back at the 12. A little hard to tell who's shot now, Matt. Let's
Give
take
you the
a close-up
overhead view.
look.
Yeah, let's take a look at the houses. If I had the
it's
bet,
yellow.
It looks like yellow is
Not
still
by much.
shot. And surrounded by a lot of reds. So yellow's last vice, stone is away. Oh, they're throwing a takeout. Okay, they got rid of that one.
Would have rather rolled the other way, but they'll take it.
Tate's thinking, what does he do here? Does he get rid of those yellows? I'm sure he wants to get rid of those yellows, give himself a nice chance if he can hit on the high side. Which if you're coming this way, center of rock, high side is the way you're throwing it. Low side would be crossing or the center of the stone, hitting low side. He wants to hit the high side, half a yellow here. Might get lucky with a little drag effect, and it might still hit that red down, but I think he cares about clearing this out. And this is over curling. And yeah, interesting enough, they hit and rolled over.
Still open though.
Still very open. But the thing is if Sherry hits nose, you actually create a double on the yellows. So again, position is so very important in curling. An inch this way, an inch that way, the depth and the height of where you leave that stone. If he can get and if he hits and rolls in, it's going to go below T and create a pocket for Tate to kind of draw down to. And he knows he's still sitting shot. What maybe the best play here is to just hit and roll out.
Meanwhile, we have a scoring update on sheet 2. Team Smaha has come all the way back from a 7-0 deficit. It is now all tied as they've stolen 2 for the last 2 ends.
Wow, going into the 6th end, they are sitting shot. Anything can happen in curling.
Let's see what happens with Matt Sherry's stone. It's heading down the ice.
We'll get back over to 4. He's throwing a take. Looks like it's been a
very
little
nice
roll
roll.
inside.
But wow, it touched the yellow, which was just barely shot before. Let's go take a peek.
It's two yellow, it looks like. Houses. Maybe one yellow.
I think
that
it's
it knocked
one
that
yellow,
other.
yeah. I think it tapped the original shot rock back just enough to make it third.
Well, Tate's got to get rid of. You never want to do this. You never want to have to do cleaning out guards on your skip stones. But I don't think he has much of a choice. He's got to open this up, force Sherry to throw a really good guard, and then he's got to make his decision how he's going to take these. Although the flip side is, I don't even think opening this up gives you an easy shot for one. Like the only way you get rid of both of those yellows is hitting the red in the 8-foot and driving it straight down and hoping you get some action that spins it out.
Well, here it comes. Let's see what happens. Yep, he's going after those 2 guards and going after them hard.
It's just going to jam and sit there in the
And
pocket.
just jammed. Yep. Got rid of the back one, but
You
left
needed to be on the
front
other
one.
side of that yellow to get rid of both of them.
Scoring update sheet 1. Scott Meyer steals 2 to extend out to a 6-3 lead after 5 ends. 2 big steals of 2 on sheet 1 and sheet 2 in the 5th ends.
I'm wondering why they forget it. I don't think it's fair. And now
Sherry's last rock coming on down. So we may be in danger of promoting the red. No. Tobkin trying to figure out if there's some way he can tap the red in the 8-foot
Yeah, that
into
was
his red that's in the middle there. I guess that's what he's going to try to do.
I think it's just a
It's
matter
going
of
to
a
take a
little
lot
tap.
of touch. Yeah, too
a
much.
little tap,
You
tap.
fire it through, and you could give up 3.
Yeah. You want to take a tight broom here because the miss is to be narrow. Because even if he gets to nose on the red with, let's say, back 4-ish weight, it'll hit into the yellow, and he may tap the current Yellowstone shot a couple inches back, and that's all he needs to be sitting 1. He wants to score here. It's got even ends.
That was not what he had in mind.
Nope.
I think that's going to be a 1 yellow.
Is that his Hammerstone? Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. If it's a question, measure.
Fairly sure this is going to turn out to be.
Well, it's for sure one. Now it's a determination if it's 2 yellow or not.
Take a closer look.
Tough to see with the camera angles. It's awfully close.
Yeah, I think red's closer, so to be yellow 1. But
We'll see.
what I think doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's all what the machine
What
says.
the machine says, right?
Oh, especially if it comes down to a one thing.
It's a consequence of measure. A steal of 2 here would be very problematic.
Makes it
Team
makes it
Tobkin.
hard.
There's only 2 ends left to play. Not impossible, as we're seeing on some of the other sheets.
Like, try to make sure I love the game.
And indeed it is 1 point for Team Shed. You heard it here first, folks.
Just one. All right.
Just 1, that makes it 5-2.
In the 7.
Team
Got a
Tobkin will retain hammer, but down 3.
score 2, steal 1, go to 8, steal another 1. Or if you're Sherry here, force him to 1 and score 1. Or blanket in the 8.
Sherry led off with a center top 12 stone. I think first redstone may have been burned. In any case, it is being carried off the field. Here's Beth Power with her second shot.
I haven't been in one for, this is my first one in 2 years. So I think I'm going to do that one. I've only got a limited membership, so I might as well use this to be able to play it like weekend at the Yank and get it a lot more. I'm only doing, Alpha's my only, I'm only allowed to do 1 league in a top 1 roster.
Beth puts a second rock in, sort of behind her first one. A little bit exposed, fairly exposed actually, but she's got 2 in the house, which is 2 more.
Yeah, this is
Team Tobkin.
it's a tough place. I mean, again, it's kudos to their skip or their lead being able to throw those stones in great spots, putting huge pressure on Team Tobkin to. What you'd like to do as a skip is maybe put a stone out in the wings, but you're going to have to move some granite here soon. Unless you get buried and can chase. This one's over curling.
Splitting and promoting.
I think a lot of newer curlers think that's a bad shot or a miss. And although it wasn't necessarily perfectly what was called, that shot is a very good, acceptable way to miss the call. Because
Why is
red,
that?
well, red is on top of the yellows. So if you hit the red's not going to go away. The yellow's going to go away. Your red's in play and is in boss position. So even though you didn't get behind, you know, that's a very usable rock. Had you thrown it wide and through, that is just on the boards on the side, waiting for the next end. This is a very usable rock.
Over on sheet 3, Team Lenzini just scored 2 with hammer to tie it up at 6.
So the games are all tightening across the board here.
And so are the sphincters.
Right? Skips are feeling the pressure.
Two leads of 5-2. Sorry, 1 and 5-2, 1 and 6-3. 2 3-point leads after 6 ends. And 2 ties. And the 6th end is yet to end on sheet 2.
Yeah, in that situation, preferably you want that stone to come into the house. You've got backing, so being a little heavy and being able to throw it into a stone is a good thing. You're not trying to take it out, but just throw a heavy draw, make sure you're in the house. Because a guard doesn't necessarily help your team right here. And Matt's going to be very happy to just throw more granite out front. Force you to move it, deal with it.
I know everyone on one rig and no one on the other.
And it's definitely my last name.
I can't tell you how many times I had him
Email-wise, I get a lot of I share
So Smaha is eyeing up some shots. The easy one. Let's see. This is the way. After this, we'll switch you over to sheet 2. Got to skip lining up some interesting shots on their last ones. That is not fun. You got to throw stones in the house at that point. All right. So this is sheet 2, the game that's kind of tightened up, 7-7 in the 6th.
They've exchanged touchdowns.
They have, yeah, with the missing field goals. They're missing the extra
7-0,
points.
7-7.
So Team Smaha, they don't have hammer. They're sitting shot 2, and it looks like they're thinking about this, you know, in-off on their own Yellowstone. It's not a bad shot, but I think the more natural one is the yellow run back in the top 12 foot. I know you have to come at it with kind of the wrong angle, just with the guards that are high up there.
Have to throw really hard.
It doesn't have to be heavyweight. It can be hack board weight. It just has to cross the nose. You are dealing with the squirrely like center line, so I get it.
It's going to take a perfect sweep call. And
he could even hit that yellow or that red. I think he would catch the yellow and pop that red out of center.
see how he goes after. Looks like he's trying to
Don't necessarily
bounce
hate.
off his yellow on the side. And bounce it
Do
in.
around the world
Nope.
thing? Yeah, no, not going to happen. Well, the thing is it's going to be tough to score 2 here for Hansen, so it looks like a force is on. All right, let's get back to 4. How is this end shaping up? Okay. See, that's good. The red came into the house, not in an ideal angle, but at least it's in the house. See how that can kind of forces your opponent to deal with it. I think he's trying to do a heavy draw and get to the inside. I'm thinking in Matt's mind, he's thinking if this is a little heavy, he can use either one of those rocks to kind of chip the stone over into the center. You don't want to be narrow or narrow light on this. Keep sweeping. This could be a good one.
Oh, it just
Could be a...
didn't get past the red.
Oh no, chipped. Oh, now. So the really interesting thing here is you can hit this hard or inside nose and you'll sit 2 after it, because if you get your red to flop over.
How does being down 3 in the 7th inning versus a more, let's say, a closer match influence one's thinking on the shots here? You've probably
Well-
got to take more risk if there's a risk available.
Tate has hammer. I think he's probably thinking really important to score at least 2.
Minimum.
You get 2, stealing 1 is reasonable, and you might get lucky and steal 2 if you force the other team to make a bad shot. What is hard in the shot selection is, you're weighing what your team can execute, how the ice is kind of managing, and how do you hide from your opponent. Because both these skips are good hitters. So he's getting down to the stones where he's got to get them under cover. This is going to be close. Yeah, that's pretty good.
What he was trying to do.
Yeah. I mean, red is shot 1, and it's partially hidden. So Matt's got to come at it with either an inside-out line. If he runs the red straight back, he may or may not be shot. He should be shot, so that might not be a bad way to play it. But if you ever run it back and it, crashes on hits your yellow and pops over, red could be sitting 2. Life isn't as good. I don't know if I like this line. He's trying to pick it out. The only reason why is if you come the other way, you can hit either red, right? And it's good to at least get rid of the opponent's stones. On this line, if it over curls and he misses the stone, he hasn't gotten a result out of it. He's a good hitter, though. He's probably throwing normal, just get rid of the stone weight. We also don't want, you want it to curl. Can't afford to hit that red, the top red. Looks like he's got it. Oh, it hit the top red.
Ouch.
So now Tate has to drop 1 in the top 4, maybe touching the top button and buried. Doesn't want to even them out. Tate's also kind of contemplating, if he doesn't move or guard that red, it might be easy for Matt to kind of hit and roll under, and then his end's kind of wrecked. But
Over on sheet 1, they're still in 6.
Do not wind up in a warm draw. Travis Cottle on sheet 2, if you wind up playing him, do not wind up in a warm draw. Yes, we will nail it. He was won, I think, 4 games since
all right, this is the way they like it. Might be a little too hot. It's got a curl. Gotta get to nose. Okay, it's actually is
that's
in.
not such a bad outcome, right?
That is.
It's shot. It's frozen.
Shot 1-2.
Definitely, fortunes have slowly reversed in this end.
I think it's 1-2. If not, it's pretty dang close. Close.
I think it is 1-2.
I think Sherry thinks it's 1-2 as well. So it looks like it's just throwing a heavy. I don't know what he's doing here. I thought the call was hitting it, but it looks like he's just going to throw a draw in. Kind of a race to that top 4 of the house. If he gets buried, it's pretty tough. Just touching top 4.
If he does that and fails to bury it, he's really risking giving up 3, though, right?
Yeah, it's a tight game. Gotten.
Might be better off taking out one of the reds. Let's see what he does.
This one's just holding out there. The line, just crazy. I don't know that it's going to get to inside nose. It's just pushing, looks like it's pushing it back in. Will it go out? Oh no, I think that's out county. Take and tie it up. Yeah, he doesn't like that line. He doesn't want anything to do with it.
Yep, red does look to be 1 and 2.
If he wasn't, he'd be going for.
Open the door for a draw for 3 and a tie. Big shot coming up here.
Yeah, on sheet 1, Piskowski scored 4 and now is taking a lead 7-6 into the 7th.
That's a shot.
This doesn't look like it's going to make it. Certainly over curling. That's unfortunate, leaving a point off of the scoreboard.
Left one off. Yep. Left one. Could have tied it. Now they're down 1 without hammer.
2. It's okay. There. I mean, the goal was to get 2. See, here's sheet 1, how it's looking. And he's got a shot in the 4-foot. Smaha putting pressure on Team Hansen. It's a good guard. Hansen has hammer. He's calling for, I think, a hit, even trying to go through this court here. Needs to curl a little bit, needs to curl a little bit more, a little bit more. Oh, that's okay. Great result, knocks out the guard. Forces Team Smaha to replace it. He'd be better off coming down, maybe top 4 on the center line.
Speaking of taking out the guard, I'd like to thank our fake sponsor, Snyder Sentry Removal. Snyder Sentry Removal when you need to break in, but there's some guys standing in the way.
Awesome. Sheet 3, all tied. Lenzini Bergman with Gary Harmon stepping in as a sub for
Stepping
Mr. Bergman.
from Vice.
Really stepping up from Vice?
Stepping up from Vice.
All right.
I believe Greg Sorensen is the sub on that too.
Well, Zini is without hammer. He's sitting shot and he's just guarding himself up. Wow, that way over curled at the end, still leaving the red tap up or angle raise available. Back to sheet 4. The Yellowstone's in. That's a good way to start with hammer and being up one. Tate's got to get some guards. This one does not look like a guard. And does he swing it all the way down? Get it as far as he can. Not horrible.
Oh, in play.
Normally you'd see a take here. It's just the Auld Syne. You just sometimes it's better to just put more stones in the house.
You're suggesting that not all the leads in Auld Syne are accomplished hitters?
They're the newer curlers, so yeah, some of them yes, and you can, but let's say it. Even if you're a decent hitter and you can make half of your shots, why risk it when you can throw a draw like that, right? So, it's an interesting.
Seventh end is about to be posted in the match between.
Yeah, I missed it. I didn't see what was.
Bergman / Harmon and Team Lanzini.
The drama. Oh, it looks like.
Looks like red.
Who's reaching for it?
No, yellow scored. It was a steal.
Yes, it is a steal. Steal of how many is going to be the question.
Somebody hang up the number. America wants to know.
They could be angling for our first warm draw challenge. All right. Tate didn't get the come around that he called for, but he did get a high guard, which is good if you want to do a steal here.
Which he does.
Which he does and he needs to.
He doesn't, he loses.
This is looking pretty good though. Nope, maybe just a hair heavy. Just a hair heavy. Ah. Pretty good, right on tee. I mean, that's not heavy at all. It's like perfect weight. Give kudos to where kudos are. It didn't curl quite enough. We wanted to get that berry.
It is doubleable.
Tate's not going to go for the double, the angle that you need here. He would rather use it to chip in. Like you can throw a heavier, like what you want to be down, your vice telling the deliverer, it's okay to be heavy, just be on broom, don't throw it wide. Like narrow and heavy is the call. Because if he ever gets to the inside nose of that yellow, he's golden. Close. It's in a really good spot. He probably wanted 2 feet more just to bounce off of the yellow, but that is a danger rock for Mr. Sherry to deal with. He's immediately calling a guard.
Have now seen on sheet 3 that was a 1-point steal for Team Lanzini. It's Lanzini 7, Bergman / Harmon 6. Bergman Harmon have hammer in the 8th, needing 1 at top.
So really nice guard. I think it's high enough that you could still technically get around it and still tap that red up, but it made it an incrementally riskier attempt.
A big development over on sheet 1. The team, Scott Meyer, has scored 4 in the 6th end to come from down 3. They're now up to 1 point. Oh, it's Tuskowski. So Tuskowski scored 4 to come from down 3 to up 1. Meyer has hammer in the 7th, down a point.
Smaha sitting 2, throwing his last hammer for 3.
And Red just Tate's team just made a very nice shot.
Was it looked like a tap?
Tap
Or
right into the button.
nice.
And there's some traffic on top.
So Sherry's calling for the tap back. Very capable. Coberly delivering a nice stone here. Sweepers are on it. Little line, yeah. Sherry's calling sweep. Sweep hard. Sweeping it all the way. It's got to be close. They're leaning. And yeah.
Man with a pilot's license lands the plane.
Not quite. I
Quite
think
hard
yellow didn't hit it quite hard enough.
You
for
are
shot.
right.
Red is shot, and now, as with curling, the fortunes shift. Tate has to have his team throw a critical guard here. Line is certainly more important than weight. Team Sherry was able to guard the tap up on the right side. Will Team Tobkin be able to guard against a tap up for yellow on the left side here? It's looking good. It needs to curl. Needs to stop. All right. I think it's good enough, at least by the camera angle. You don't have an angle to drive the yellow to the yellow. Matt's got to get rid of that red. Give himself a shot here. Interesting, there's a little danger here. You hit it too thin, it bounces. The red bounces off of its own red and then becomes a guard again. You get a little wide, you drive the red over the red in the 12-foot. It could run down and maybe knock it itself into the house. Red could sit too.
Well, here it comes.
I don't think this is going to be too thin. Whoa. Well, now this becomes very interesting because that just helped to create an angle for a red tap over. And meanwhile, the delivered rock is now acting as the guard. It's still dangerous though. If you hit that yellow straight back, yellow into the red, it's just too big of a draw for Tate to. He knows that if he can like double tap this red and knock it into the pocket, sit two, he's going to put a lot of pressure on Team Sherry. Tate's getting into the hack. It's got to be like a hack waiter, maybe board. Looks a little boardish.
Sweeping it hard right from the get-go.
Yeah, better to, you got to get around that guard. Don't sweep the curl off of it.
It's going into the yellow.
It is, yeah.
Not what he had in
Wasn't
mind.
heavy enough.
Over on sheet 2, Team Smaha has completed their comeback and taken the lead with 2 points in the 7th. It is Smaha 9, Hansen 8, in a match that was once 7-0 Hansen.
Sheet 1, Skowski is sitting 1 without hammer in his final skip stone. Front row, Shirley.
Runs back the yellow into the reds.
Again, this is kind of funny. All right, let's go to sheet 4.
Matt Sherry's
All right.
ran the yellow into the reds.
Matt knocked over the guard out of the way, his own guard.
Yep, and red.
So it does expose it.
So reset here. Red needs a steal of 1 to tie, a steal of 2 to win. And he's currently sitting on the button. Tate has 2 stones yet to come. What will happen? All 4 matches are within 1 point.
Right? It's getting very tight here towards the end.
That was actually great. Damn it, Greg. Wow.
Looks like there will be some warm draws here. There are no extra ends. It all comes down to a team warm draw.
And is that decided on points or distance measured in inches?
Points. So if you throw your stone into the 12 foot, that's worth 1 point. In the 8 foot, it's worth 2. If you get it touching the 4 foot, like any part of your stone touches the near portion, that's worth 3. And if you touch the button, that's worth 5. You add up all 4 stones and see where you stand.
I'm sorry I yelled at you about the one rock. My ear. Like that whole. There was one rock coming this way. And I saw it.
Gotta get a tick, get a tick.
Okay, here comes Tate's last.
He's throwing a guard.
I hope so. That's what he's got.
Don't want to get it too tight. Don't want it to overcurl. Looks like that's a pretty good guard. I mean, you can run it back and it's still there. No, I don't think you do that.
So if Matt
Got to check all angles, though.
If Matt Sherry can figure out any way to dislodge that red, his team wins. There are no clear paths. There is one unclear one that a couple unclear ones.
Yeah.
Looks like they're thinking about a run back using the stone at the top of the house. That would take a couple of perfect angles.
You always want to run your own color back. However, you also have to look at what is the easier, more reasonable shot. Coming this way, you have to cross the nose to get to the low side. The angles become a little different because of the drag effect. So you actually have to go steeper to get that rock to come back. Its natural tendency will be to want to follow the trajectory of the thrown stone. Yeah, I think he's changing it up, going for the red run back.
Okay, last shot of the match.
Well, potentially, if he makes it, it's the last shot.
Yep. Or we're looking at a warm draw.
Does he make it? Oh no, overcurled.
And we're going to a warm draw.
We have overtime warm draw.
Bonus curling.
Bonus curling. Let's kind of go over. We've got just to kind of give you a quick recap of what's happening. Sheet 1. Not sure what happened over here. They're shaking, so don't know if Spencer wins. And Smaha here is in a bit of a trouble. His comeback is starting to get a little shaky. He's got plenty of stones here left. This one's looking pretty good. Needs to go, needs to go. All right, let's go to sheet 3 because this is Lenzini. The team Lenzini is sitting, looks like 1-2. let's get to sheet 4. We're gonna see. This is the exciting times. Are you out of here, John?
I gotta go play. I gotta go play a match.
Girl,
it takes me a
good
while
luck.
to loosen up.
Enjoy.
Nice calling with you.
All right, excellent. So on sheet 4, we have the team warm draw, one of the most exciting events in curling. Wow. Just, I'm going to quickly send you over to sheet 2. Hansen is just lobbing these reds into the 4-foot. Starting to get desperate times. We're on Jeff's final stones. He's without hammer, and red needs 2 to win, 1 to tie. So how can he cut him down? Almost tempting to just rip it, but I don't know if he sees enough. All right, sheet 4. Skip stones are away. They're coming into house. Everybody is out sweeping, and it doesn't quite get there. That is a 0 on the board. It's okay. It creates all sorts of tension, raw nerves. Team Sherry, first stone is away. They're liking the weight. The sweepers are off. It is insane. And they're shaking on 3. I believe Team Lenzini has defeated Team Bergman. All right, it looks like did they touch the button? That's worth 5. If it's only in the 4-foot, it's 3. We'll see what they do when they hang the points. Tate's second is away. Sweepers are sweeping. It's looking pretty good. Keep on going. I don't think you can hurt it. Keep going, guys. Oh, no. And that's a 0. Okay, their prior only scored 3, so it made it into the 4-foot. Excellent shot, almost to the button. Sherry's second, lines up her draw. The warm room's buzzing. Everybody's moving over. Uh-oh, they better go on it. They're going hard, going hard. It's looking pretty good. Coming in, coming in, coming in to the 8-foot, 12. Oh, I think they bit the 8-foot. That's worth 2 more points. All right. We are to skip stones on sheet 2. Team Smaha drawing to the side of the button. The score is 1. All right, sheet 4, Tate's Vice. This would be timely to cover the button. It's just got to come down. It's got to come down. Wait, wait. Let's go. No. Touch the 4. All right. They score 3. I'm quickly jumping back over. Jeff Smaha has released his stone. It is now in the sweeper's hands. Line collar. Sweepers are on it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's over curling. It looks like Team Hansen fends off a crazy comeback to win. That's good. Tough loss for Jeff. Great effort by the teams. All right. Stephen Coberly, Vice for Team Sherry. His rocks away. They're sweeping furiously right now down the sheet. Now they're cleaning. I think they like it. Yeah, they like it. On off, just clean it. Oh, a little overswept. But stops in the 4 foot. So that's 3 more. 8. So Tate has to put it on the button to tie. And then Sherry would have to miss the house entirely, which is easier to do than you would think.
I'm just never usually in a position where I am the person that has to measure, so.
I don't know if they've turned off their mics. Oh. Rocks
Well, I think
away.
you got go.
That's close.
Yeah, keep on going.
Right to the
Don't
button.
let it die. Don't let it die. Hard, hard. Covers the pin.
We're in it.
Nice. Woo! It's
Matt's gotta
8-8.
miss the house.
All right, now Jerry just has to touch anywhere, touch the paint anywhere. Again, one would think that this is easier than it is, but it is not. Sweepers are on it.
Take a look.
Looks pretty good. Sherry thinks it's
Yeah,
good.
go ahead. Can't hurt. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, whoa. Might be a little heavy.
You can't.
Oh no. I don't think you can sweep it out. No, Maureen, you
Well,
can't
wait,
sweep
you
it
can't,
out. Ah!
I used all of the house.
Caught the back. Wow, what a great game by everybody. Good job.
Good comeback, guys.
Incredible.
Thanks for coming out, Dan. Really.